Hey everyone, it is time for another bedtime story with Miss Alonso. Thank you for letting me come back and read to this wonderful group. I really enjoyed reading you a story 2 weeks ago, and I know Miss McCain did a wonderful job last Friday, and Miss Amato's story yesterday was really good too. So I really hope that you will enjoy the story that I've picked out for tonight's bedtime story, and I plan on sharing this with my boys and girls in my first grade class, but also to my public Facebook page, and I hope you all will like it as well. So many of my boys and girls have heard of the story Mother Goose, but this story has a little twist. It's called Mother Bruce, and it's about a grumpy bear who ends up becoming friends with a group that you may not expect. So you can figure it out by my costume, but I hope that you will enjoy tonight's story. It's pretty funny, and I love that it ends up with a very happy ending. It's called Mother Bruce. Bruce was a bear who lived all by himself. He was a grump. I would say bears aren't very friendly anyways. He must be a grizzly bear. He did not like sunny days. He did not like rain. He did not like cute little animals. How could you not like that cute little rabbit? He definitely is a grump. Bruce only liked one thing. Do you know what it is? I couldn't believe it either. Eggs. He collected them from all over the forest. Good morning, Miss Sparrow. Look at Miss Sparrow's feathers fly. I would be startled too if a bear climbed up there and poked his head into my nest. But Bruce didn't eat eggs raw like other bears. Instead, he cooked them into fancy recipes that he found on the internet. I did not expect him to be such a chef. One day, Bruce came across a recipe for hard-boiled goose eggs drizzled with honey salmon sauce. So he went out to get the ingredients. I'm not sure about honey salmon sauce. I don't know. First, he caught a few salmon. Then he collected honey from a local beehive. He liked to support local business. I know my family does too, and I've seen our community supporting each other, especially our local businesses. So I'm glad Bruce does that. Last, he went to Mrs. Goose's nest to pay her a visit. Are these eggs free-range organic? There he is catching a salmon, getting honey from the local beehive, supporting local business. And there's Mrs. Goose, and he has scooped up her eggs and asked if they are free-range organic. Poor Miss Goose. At home, Bruce prepared the eggs for hard boiling. Look at him in his little chef outfit. But the fire in his stove fizzled, so he went out to get more wood. When Bruce came back, he was met with an unwelcome surprise. What do you think it might be? He's trying to hard-boil the eggs. Let's see what happens. Mama! Bruce became the victim of mistaken identity. He left those eggs boiling, and they ended up hatching. Bruce wanted hard-boiled eggs, not goslings. He supposed he could settle for buttered goslings on toast, but for some reason, he lost his appetite. How could you be so grumpy with so cute little goslings? Thankfully, he did not eat them. Bruce scooped up the little geese and stomped back to their nest. I will have to ask Mrs. Goose about her return policy. Only to find Mrs. Goose had flown south early. She left a note that says, "Be back in April, Mother Goose." Bruce left the goslings there anyway and went back home. So even though Mother Goose was not there, he put them back in their nest. Do you think they will stay there without Mother Goose there or Bruce? I don't think so either. But he was followed. "Mama! Mama!" Bruce was very stern and said things like, "Go away," and "I am not your mother," and also, "I liked you better when you were eggs." Do you think they listened and went back to their nest now since he wasn't being very nice? I'm not sure, they're just little baby goslings. Bruce could take it no longer and became extra grumpy with them and said, "Roar!" Poor little goslings. And here they are, just looking at Mother Bruce. It didn't work. Goslings always follow their mother, even if she is a he and he is a bear. Here he goes trying to run off. They say, "Mama!" And he even tried to climb the tree, and they get up there too. "Mama!" And they continue to follow him. Look as they walk exactly like he does. They always follow their mama. Bruce was stuck with them. He tried to make the best of it. I love this page. He still looks grumpy, but I think he's having fun. It was hard work, absolutely, taking care of babies and children, and I am sure 4 little goslings all at once. They're doing art. And then he's got them in the little kangaroo pouch, the gosling pouch. And he fed them. Blah. Ew, yuck. Zzz. I can only imagine trying to get all 4 goslings to eat the same thing. They are all tuckered out. Look at them all sleeping. As the seasons passed, Bruce watched those pesky goslings grow older, from annoying baby geese to stubborn teenage geese and boring adult geese. There they are as babies where he said they were annoying. And teenagers, look, I have one doing that right now, listening to his music. And then boring adult geese. We probably feel like that right now as we're all stuck at home. But I hope you're finding things that are fun to do around the house and outside. We have been lucky with some really beautiful weather. Then one fall afternoon, he saw other goose families flying south. Finally, he'd be rid of those geese and he could take a long winter's nap. I am sure he is ready for a nap. Here goes the other geese. They're starting to fly south, and he realizes it's time for them to fly south too. Bruce explained migration. a bear explaining to them about migration, showing them how to flap. But they didn't listen. They have their winter caps on. I don't think they're going to fly south for the winter. And I do not think Bruce is going to get his winter nap either. Bruce needed the geese to leave, so he got creative. What do you think he's going to do? He has made this gigantic slingshot, and he's going to try to slingshot them up into the air so they will fly south. Look at their goggles. They're prepared for flight. Nothing worked. The geese would not leave Bruce. He even put them in remote-controlled airplanes to try to fly them away, and here they come right back towards him, Mother Bruce. Sigh. They love him so much. I don't think he's going to get rid of them. So Bruce decided to pack some bags and take his geese into town. As he gets to town, I see this bus. They boarded a bus. There they are, waiting with their bags. There's Bruce's bag. Here's the geese in their bag. Maybe he's going to take them south and leave them there so they don't have to fly. And they migrated to Miami. Oh, how nice would it be to be on the beach? He may not be getting his winter's nap, but he looks pretty relaxed to me. There's one of the geese right there. He's snoozing away. I would like this nap better than a winter's nap in a cold, dark cave. Now, every winter, Bruce and his geese head south together. They laze about at the beach in tacky shirts, sipping ice-cold lemonade, while Bruce dreams of new recipes. Recipes that don't hatch. They're building a sandcastle and floating, even though they can swim. They're floating in their float in the ocean. And he is very relaxed. Uh-oh. They do this every winter. But look what happens. Mama! Oh, no. So the gosling's called Bruce Mama. And now, as the little gosling is playing in the sand, look who finds him. The turtle. The turtle hatches from its egg, and as it's headed to the ocean, it comes across the gosling and calls the gosling mama. They're adult geese now, so it thinks the geese are its mom now. And that is the end. I hope you really enjoyed this story. I thought it was really cute. My kids really enjoy it because this big, tough, grumpy bear ends up becoming a softie. And every winter, he, instead of getting his winter's nap and going into hibernation, the goslings will not migrate. So they head south and they have a vacation and soak in the sun, and he just naps on the beach. But I thought it was really sweet. You see two different groups of people or animals coming together, and they create this family. And I know that I have seen a lot of that within our community. I see people helping others, and I'm seeing everyone support our local businesses and friends and families, and helping across the school districts, our families within our community throughout all of Coffee County. And I could not be prouder. And I know sometimes my moms and dads, you might feel like you are like Mother Bruce every now and then throughout your day, because everything is completely different than how it was before. But those little goslings loved Mother Bruce no matter what. And I know that your kiddos love you no matter what and are very forgiving. So if you have those moments, it's okay. They understand and they love you anyways. And I hope that this was a cute little story for them to listen to as they get ready and settle down for bed. And if your kiddos would like to listen to another story, Miss Alonso does a story Monday through Friday. So after they listen to the story within the group, if they're not quite ready for bed, please feel free to come and listen to one of my stories too, and maybe more than one story will help them settle down for bed, as our schedules are a little bit different right now. Thank you guys for listening. To my first graders, I love you so much. I am so proud of you. I know we do not get to be together by the end of this school year, but hopefully by the end of summer we can come together and have the biggest celebration, and I'm going to hug you so tight when I get the chance. I love you guys. Thank you everybody for letting me read to you. Have a great night. Good night, boys and girls. Love you.